Okay, so I'm trying something a little bit new here. I have my live stream set up on a different computer, so maybe my work computer was running a little slow, so maybe we'll have a better interaction here. I have a personal computer that I'm using. It's an Apple, and so it's got the new M1 processor, which I can vouch for. That is really awesome. But hopefully, we'll have a better experience here. And I'm starting something new. Every Monday, I'm going to do a market update, just the current trends in the market. And I kind of did this a little bit a few months ago, and I was just based on my local regional area. And I realized that I have subscribers all over the US. And so it does you no good to know what's going on in Wichita. And so I scoured the internet and I found, by piecing a few websites together, I found the details that I needed. I verified it with some realtor friends of mine that it's accurate compared to their statistics, which their statistics are super awesome that they can verify. I'm getting hit up. I'm going to put that on hold. So their statistics are super accurate, but I do not have access to that, as it's kind of just for them. But the websites I'm using, it kind of lines up good with what they have. And so we'll kind of go. And another thing I did last time is I gave you the actual numbers. I don't think that benefits us. I'm just going to explain the difference. Usually it's like year over year. So that just means they're comparing the statistics this month to last month of the last year, or it's a week by week thing, a rolling average. I'm going to explain all that whenever we get to it. And I'm going to explain what the detail means, which is the most important thing. It does you no good to know what these things. I can sit here and spout off all these statistics and you don't know what they mean. I don't want to be like some other channels that do that. I'm going to explain to you exactly what it means in regular English. So we're going to get going here. Hopefully you enjoy this new segment that I'm doing. I'm going to do it every Monday. I'm going to try to do it in the evening after you get off work, so you don't have to worry about stressing out and missing it, during the day. If you want to tune in here on the live stream and have any questions, I'll answer those. But until we build up the community and get a little bit bigger, a lot of you will probably be catching this on the reloop, which is perfectly fine. But I'm going to try to share the most crucial details to you that I think is going to set you up best on this market to, win the house and have the knowledge going in before you make your offer on, what you need to do. So real quick, I have some statistics here. Pending home sales are down 4% from last year, the same month last year. What this means is that houses that are pending means that there's a contract that has been accepted on them. They're just waiting for the financing to go through. And so that is down. And when that is down, it just means that less houses are maybe on the market, or that houses are selling quicker. We'll get to the reason I'm suspecting here in a bit when we get to another one, which is existing home sales. And this actually explains exactly why the pending home sales is down, because existing home sales is down 7% from based on this time last year. That just means people are not selling their houses. The reason they're probably not selling their houses is because they're scared they're not going to be able to find a house to go to, or they're scared they're going to have to pay too much for that house. And so less people are selling their house, even though they could probably get a record high of a return in equity. They're not wanting to do that because they're scared that, oh, if I sell my house, where am I going to go? And I have another theory on this too. Builders nowadays are not building houses like they did in the 80s and in the 90s. Those houses that were built back then were built rock solid. I had a house that was built in the 50s. The house was all brick. It was rock solid. Awesome material. It will be standing until the end of time. Houses are being built cheap right now, just like the materials they're using. They're just using cheap junk. And so, people that would normally like maybe upscale to a larger house, or maybe a house that's in a higher purchase bracket, are saying, well, why do I want to sell my house that was built in the 80s? It's built sturdy and strong for a new house that they built cheaply, and they're trying to sell for 400, 500,000. and it's got boob lights in it. I had a realtor friend of mine make a post. It was hilarious. It was like a $500,000 house that they put boob lights in. It's like, no, you can't do that. If you have a $400,000 house, you got to get nice material. Don't be cutting the corners doing that stuff. It's not cool. The median home price in the United States, and remember this factors in California, which is kind of a higher cost, Florida, Texas, New York, some higher cost places, but the median home price is $357,300. New builds, the average price of those is $411,000. So it's not always cheaper to build, especially not in the current scenario that we have going on with the supply chains, all that stuff. It's a mess. So building is now a little bit more expensive than finding a pre-existing home, which is crazy because pre-existing homes are insanely not overpriced, but they're just insanely expensive right now. The dollar's worth less. It's inflation. That's why they're raising rates. They want to stave off inflation. It's kind of all economics what they're doing. New housing starts. This is a bit of good news. This directly affects the supply and demand of the real estate market. New housing starts is at 1.7 million, and it was forecasted to be about 1.6 million in some other statistics I've seen. So it's up 8% year over year, which is really awesome. Hopefully that trend continues and there's more new housing starts, because the lack of inventory in the new housing from the 2010s, because we had the housing crisis in 2008, and it just kind of really affected the people building new homes. And so hopefully we can get that up, get the supply up to balance out the demand. Another thing, mortgage applications are down 12%. Now, this is a huge thing if you are already pre-approved. You're going to see the market get less competitive. You're going to start winning some of your offers. I seen this just this weekend. I had some borrowers who were out there. They've been looking. I think if not 12, we put in tons of contracts. They finally got it accepted. They had to get super aggressive, and that's just what you have to do in this market. I'm going to make a video on what you can do to win the offer, but work with a knowledgeable realtor, and you should be able to do those. But mortgage applications are down 12%. That's a huge drop. But what it does is it allows people who are already pre-approved to have a better shake at maybe winning that offer. There was another statistic that went with that I wanted to get to. I'm trying to think of what it is because I don't think that I wrote it down. Oh, so talking about those borrowers that I had that got the contract, the average borrower, don't get discouraged out there, you guys, because the average borrower is putting in 5 to 6 offers before they get one accepted. Every property is receiving about 5 to 6 offers whenever it goes out into the market. And then the borrowers are putting in 5 to 6 offers on the homes. So interesting statistic there. Let me get to a few other statistics here. Active inventory on the market is down from a year ago. It's like, okay, so year over year. So this month compared to last month, it's down 18.9%. So people aren't putting their houses out for sale. And it's actually down almost 45% this time a year ago. So last year, the market was super, super hot. People are putting houses out there. There's actually almost half. The market is almost half of what it was last year. That's insanity. Let's see what else. Pending listings, the inventory is down 10% from last month, and it's down almost 20% from last year. So inventory is super, super low right now. It's insanity how low it is, and people aren't putting their homes up. Maybe we'll see a shift in that in the spring, but this is like what the peak looks like, really. So it maybe get better for buyers out there. You may be able to get better deals, but right now, sell to list price. So this is basically what someone puts it out there for sale, and then kind of basically, or what they list it for sale and then what they end up getting. Most of the time they're getting what they ask or over 98.8% of the time. That's almost 100% that they're getting what they want or over. So very, very hard to get deals out there. The average house is on the market for 18 days. And these statistics are nationally. So in your region, they might change a little bit. But if you look at this national statistics, it's going to help you understand the market as whole. So even if you're in a different region and you're in a state and everything, the market moves as a whole. So if we look at it on a macro national level, it's going to tell you it's going to be a good forward indicator of what you need to plan on doing. What I'm seeing from my interpretation, I could be 100% wrong. Nobody knows what the future holds. I'm seeing a peak here that we're going to start seeing a shift in the market. So just be prepared for that. If you're planning on selling your house, get it out there, get the maximum value, because 6 months from now, you may not get it. Let's see. Sales price. It is up from last month 15%. So that's huge. That's a huge jump. And I'm seeing these every month. It's going up that crazy amounts. Sales price is up 14% from last year. So crazy statistics here. I want to go over a few of them. I don't know if I went over like the existing home sales. That's just homes that are out there for sale. It was down 7%. The pending home sales is basically ones that already have an active contract on them. Median home price, that's kind of self-explanatory. That's the average of like what, houses are, selling for. New build is what basically the average of, what they're being built for. New housing starts, that means that new construction. And then mortgage applications, that's just how many mortgage applications are being taken. Median days on market, 18. That basically is like from the day the person lists their house, it's going 18 days, and then there's a pending contract on it. Sale to list price just means that they're listing at a certain price and they're getting that. Okay, 98.8% of the time. Year-over-year percent change in the median sales price, that just means that if they listed a house at, 200,000, then it's now 15% higher just by 1 month, just in 1 month. So pretty awesome there. Let's see. I think that's really it. I mean, this is kind of a new thing, guys. This video may be a little longer than what I do. I want to try to keep these about 5 to 8 minutes. But that's kind of the most important data for you. What I'm seeing in the market is that we're getting to a peak, and it may start trending down a little bit. So there could be hope for you buyers out there to get some relief and maybe get your offers accepted. Don't give up. So a lot of people are like saying, oh my gosh, mortgage rates are at like 4 or 5%. Historically speaking, 4 to 5% is still super low. Don't get discouraged by the mortgage rates. Don't get discouraged about putting your offers. Just put them in. Realize you're not alone. Most people are putting in 5 to 6 offers before they get one accepted. So, and just, take comfort in the fact that the market may be switching to where maybe you'll have a little bit more leniency on your offers, to get those deals. I'm seeing some of my borrowers getting less, competition, and they're winning their deals. Other than that, that's kind of what I got. Hope everybody has a successful week. I will talk to you on Friday. If I don't do my video this Thursday, my educational video, then I'm going to do it next Thursday. It's just been kind of wild. I've been getting some of my pre-approvals in, which is awesome. I had like 23 outstanding pre-approvals. So if I can get those pre-approvals in, then it's going to be a great summer for me. So wish me luck on that. Keep these families in your prayers that they can get these deals. And other than that, let me know in the comments of anything that you want to know. I can try to find the statistic out there. It's super hard. I got to do a lot of research to get these statistics because for some reason, just like the mortgage rates, people don't want you to know this stuff, but I want you to know it. I'm going to be doing it for you on Monday. I almost was confused there. I'm going to be doing it for you every Monday. I'm going to scour the internet and find these statistics to let you guys know. So have a great week. Bye-bye.